At the end of the media, you will be able to understand causes and remedies of faults that occur in a refrigeration system. Causes and remedies for short cycling fault. If the compressor unit cuts in and cuts out frequently, it may be due to the malfunctioning of low-pressure cut-off switch. Inspect and adjust low-pressure cut-off switch. Less refrigerant charge also causes short cycling of the compressor. Charge with sufficient refrigerant. Clogged filters in the suction line can also cause short cycling. Inspect and clean the filters. If the expansion valve is blocked with ice or dirt, it may lead to short cycling. Clean the expansion valve and its filter. Causes and remedies for continuous running compressor fault. Welded contacts in the motor starter panel results in continuous running of the compressor. Inspect and replace the welded contacts. Insufficient refrigerant charge also leads to continuous running of the compressor. If the refrigerant plant is leaky, it can also result in continuous running. Rectify the leaks and charge with sufficient refrigerant. If the loading on the plant increases due to excess storage of commodities, it will lead to continuous running of the compressor. Reduce the load. Causes and remedies for high-pressure condenser fault. If the discharge side pressure is higher than normal, the compressor cuts off. The increase in the pressure may be due to overcharge of the refrigerant. Purge out the system. If the flow of the cooling water is less, it leads to an increase in the discharge side pressure. Inspect the filters and clean them. The increase in the pressure may also be due to the fouling of the condenser cooling water tubes. Clean the condenser tubes. If air or non-condensable gases are present in the condenser, it will lead to increase in the discharge side pressure. Purge out air and non-condensable gases from the system. Causes and remedies for low oil pressure fault. If the oil strainers are choked, it leads to low oil pressure. Check and clean the strainers. If the lube oil pressure is very low, the oil charge may be less. Charge sufficient oil in the system. Defective oil pump may also lead to low lube oil pressure. Check and replace the pump. Causes and remedies for crankcase frosting fault. The crankcase sweating or frosting may be due to malfunctioning, or the expansion valve that causes liquid to flow in the suction line. Check the functioning of thermostatic valve and rectify. If the expansion valve bulb is positioned incorrectly, it can also cause sweating or frosting of the crankcase. Refer to the manual and position the bulb properly. Causes and remedies for oil carryover fault. Choking of the return line of the oil separator can lead to oil carryover. Clear the return line of oil separator. Malfunctioning of the oil separator also causes oil carryover. Open and overhaul the oil separator. If the oil consumption is more, it may be due to defective piston rings. Inspect and renew the piston rings.